can I help you?
Hello there. We're with colleagues from the TV broadcast people. They just need to check your property to see if you've got a TV.
Yeah.
Because you haven't paid for TV licence fee. So can you open the door for us, please?
Have you got a warrant?
We do have a warrant, yeah. If you come to the door, we'll show you the warrant.
No, you can show me it here.
Have a look now. What's this for?
TV licence.
We just need to check to see if you've got a TV. If you haven't got a TV, it's fine. No, they're here.
Are you under your oath today, Constable?
I am.
You stand under your oath. So this is a
common law.
Matter, yeah? It's not criminal. Has there been a report of a crime, Constable?
There's an oath. There's a warrant here sworn out in front of a judge that grants us power to enter and search the house.
Okay, so under what's the evidence of this?
It's all in there. Everything that you need to know is in the warrant, and you can have a copy of this. We literally.
And do we know who signed it and stuff? The magistrate?
Yeah, Justice of the Peace.
And what was he on his oath when he signed it?
Yes.
He was standing under his oath, yeah. So he's liable.
Every warrant is issued. It's been sworn under oath.
Okay, so when you come in here and you find that there's no TV, who do we contact to make a complaint and to...
That'll be TV licensing.
BBC TV licensing.
Okay, so they're a private company, so why do they come around harassing
because this is harassment. Yeah.
Because you don't have a contract.
If I've got a television, I can have 100 televisions in here. I don't need a licence to have 100 televisions. It's only if I'm watching live TV.
And that's right.
And if you've got evidence that I'm watching live TV.
We have evidence that there's been live TV.
Can I just ask?
Well.
So you have a van out here.
Yeah.
So how can you tell if it's not next door or over there or this house?
I can't answer for that one, sir. I'm just here purely and simply to serve a search warrant.
Okay.
So if you can open the door...
So if we don't let you in, what happens?
I'm sorry, I can't hear you.
If we don't let you in, what happens? What will happen?
We'll have to go away, possibly apply for a search warrant and maybe use other methods. We do have the rights and powers of entry, but we do not exercise them.
Are you allowed to enter this premises without our consent?
Yeah, I do have the rights.
Yeah. And so you will break in? Will you break and enter?
We have a power to enter under the warrant, okay? They can't 100% guarantee that the signals received from the van are from this house.
Right.
That's why the warrant is issued for us.
That's the rights and powers, sir.
But it doesn't matter because hold on a minute, right? This is an act, An act is not law. You need consent for an act, An act is not law.
It's written.
It is law.
No, it ain't.
You've taken an oath under common law. Under criminal law, this isn't a criminal matter. You appreciate that?
We have.
Hold on. Right. You took an oath to uphold common law.
Right. This is from the TV licence's own thing.
Right. You read that. Yeah. Where it's highlighted. Can you read that out, please? Can you read that out?
That's when they just do a routine check.
I haven't got to let them in.
Okay, but you've just said...
You do with a warrant.
With a search warrant, you do, sir.
No, I don't.
Okay.
Search warrant,
but you've just said it's not 100%. That van can't guarantee this 100%.
Which is why the warrant is issued. If you read it, give us it here and I'll point out the bits that are relevant.
Okay. But don't you think, right?
The warrant authorises entry to search the premises and examine and test any television receiver found there. So that's why the warrant has been issued.
It's not 100%. So you could go to any.
Which is why the warrant has been issued. So these guys can check.
It hasn't gone to. We live in. I thought we lived in a country where we're tried by our peers. Like not just someone sitting on a high chamber signing stuff and saying, you can go into the house. I thought we lived in a free country. And your police are there to protect our freedoms, not intrude on our personal...
No, we're not here to intrude.
Company.
You are.
All right.
Yeah, the law's very clear. If you have a TV, you have to pay a TV.
That's a government...
It's a government thing.
And you have
empowered under the Police and Criminal Evidence Act.
That's an act.
That's an act, but it gives me powers to execute this warrant.
The way I see it is that...
only if I consent.
The way I see it is that we're all equal before the law. Me and you are both equal. So if I see someone breaking the law criminally, I have the right as a citizen's arrest. Same powers as you.
Yeah, I completely agree.
Okay, this is a civil matter between the occupiers of this
But
house.
not paying your TV licence is a criminal offence.
No, it isn't.
Wait. In a free country, how can not doing something be breaking the law? If you don't do something, surely you have to do something to break the law. I have to go and hurt someone or I steal something.
Not necessarily.
Yeah.
No, because that's what I thought a free country was.
So we don't live in a free country.
We're talking about
we could be a
things
Nazi
that are not
Germany.
really relevant.
It's relevant.
I appreciate
it's our
that.
rights.
It's relevant
You know,
to
I know
you.
you've got a job to do. I know you're working for the BBC, but the fact is we don't have a contract with the BBC. Right? We don't sign any contract with the BBC. We've never agreed to pay the BBC any money. Fact is, you don't have any evidence whether we've got a TV in here or not. And if you come in,
and you've got to have a foundation evidence. Where's your foundation evidence?
and you just said it's not 100%
to the judge.
Well, why wasn't I in court then?
Nothing is 100%.
we've not been invited to court.
Why wasn't I
invited to court? So
why not?
When a search warrant is being applied
Why
for,
not?
there's been numerous letters to you asking you.
Yeah, and I've responded to all them letters.
Yeah, we've written
and
notices.
I'm not willing to give my name to you because then I'm entering into a contract with you. Yeah, and it's an act. And an act is
Because
not
I
law. It's only given the force of law by consent of the governed.
Yeah.
No,
No,
governed.
consent. You need to be consented. Like we're not
consenting. I don't consent.
We don't vote. We don't vote for the government because we don't believe they're here to represent our interests personally. Yeah, they're there for their own pockets. Right. This is. I know. Yeah, you don't want to get into politics. This is our understanding. Yeah. So we don't consent. You need our consent.
For an act.
I mean, I do. You know, we're not violent people. So I think it's interesting.
And you, as a sergeant, should be fully aware of this.
Yeah.
And I am fully aware of it. All we are here is to prevent a breach of the peace and help these guys.
But you should be keeping the peace. So you shouldn't be helping them. You should be neutral.
What they are doing, they are allowed.
No, you're on his side because you're.
I'm not on anyone's side. I'm trying to explain to you what the warrant is.
Well, the way you're coming across, you're on his side.
Yeah,
I'm not on anybody's side.
Calm down. All right, you can see that if someone who didn't know their rights, we've been looking into our rights. Someone who didn't know their rights would be quite intimidated by you guys all turning up, knocking on doors, saying you must let them in.
Give me that.
Okay, so we know we don't have to let you in. It's our choice whether we want to let you in, yeah? Because an Englishman. Alright, okay, but
while you're here, someone's breaking the law.
Alright, okay.
So the sooner you let us in, the sooner we can go.
The thing is,
I'm not letting you in.
Wait. The thing is, Englishman's home is this castle, yeah?
Totally agree.
Yeah, so we've got to feel safe and secure in our houses, yeah?
Yeah.
Like we say, we don't have a contract with the BBC.
Do you watch television, sir, for live programmes?
Do I watch television?
Do you watch TV?
Personally, right, I'm going to answer this. I don't want to be brainwashed by the BBC's pile of shit, right? Excuse my French, yeah?
I'm not asking about the BBC.
Okay. All TV, it's just brainwash, yeah? That's what it is. It's a
do you watch TV within the property for live programmes?
Do we have to answer your question?
I'm just asking a personal
I know, but do I have an obligation to answer it? Constable, do I have an obligation?
I don't have an obligation to listen to you, sir, but what I'm saying is we do have
a search. Are you a public servant?
No.
So you're here for private gain? So you're trying to get money from us for a private company?
Personally, what?
No, but you're working for a private company.
No,
Capital.
I'm here to ascertain the situation, sir.
Okay.
Capital.
And under what authority are you here?
Under the Communications Act 2003.
And that requires consent.
The service.
That doesn't mean nothing.
It's just writing on a piece of paper, isn't it?
That's just writing. Yes, it is.
No, what is it then?
You need our consent.
It's a search warrant. It gives us
okay, but I don't consent. So say if I don't, like I say, we're not governed.
Do you watch TV within the property?
I'm not obliged to answer no questions that you put to me. Yeah, because I haven't broken any law.
Have you not?
Yeah, and I have the right to remain silent.
Do we not?
Which the sergeant will agree.
Once caution under the Police and Criminal Evidence Act.
Wait, does that right only happen? Do we not have that right all the time?
Again,
it's your human right.
Yeah, exactly. So we don't have to answer your question. Also, it's our right to not let you into the house. You know, we actually love this sort of interaction with people because we're all human beings at the end of the day. And you're not having in Nazi Germany where it was just human beings doing it to other human beings. So we've got a situation in this world, in this country now, where same sort of things happening. You're coming in, you're harassing people over a bit of money, over nothing. Like, we've not hurt anyone, we're not criminals. You can tell by my mannerism I'm not violent, I'm not criminal.
I appreciate that.
While you're standing here harassing us, someone is maybe getting criminally.
And you need proof of claim. Yeah, I can show you this book. Yeah, so you say that we've broken the law. Yeah, it's challenging legal authority. Do you know the difference between legal and lawful, sir?
Yeah, one's an Act of Parliament, one's common law.
Exactly,
Yes,
and the Act of
absolutely.
Parliament requires consent. Is that not so?
It requires our consent because
To make it
how can any man tell another man what to do without his consent? And that's criminal, surely. So the politicians.
So
need our
basically,
consent.
you're raping us. Yeah, if it's against our consent, we're
Using
being
words,
raped.
you're just using words to get us into fear.
Yeah, and
You can see where the conversation's going, and more and more
listen,
people are doing
The last
this.
thing I want to do is
Yeah.
to stand here
Yeah.
arguing with you.
I
I've got a lot
know.
more important
Yeah,
things I need
absolutely,
to be doing.
absolutely.
The guys here have got a warrant
Yeah,
sworn
it's just
out
it's just
in front
words.
of a judge.
Okay, it's just the
that
words
I
on a piece of
appreciate
paper.
it's just word to you. It's just words, yeah. But legally, it gives
Yeah, but
us
legal-
and
Okay,
these guys
okay.
the power
Okay.
to enter your property.
Okay, but not lawfully.
If
You
we
don't,
need
do you have
to-
lawful
It
power?
will be lawful, yeah, because
Okay.
we're acting under the powers of the warrant.
Okay, so
Yeah.
so
the
what is our
judge has said
recourse?
we can do it. We can't seize anything or anything like that.
Okay, yeah.
It is purely to enter.
So if you come in
and
here,
search.
so if you come in and find
Who's
a TV,
liable?
well, if you come in here,
Yeah.
if you come in here and you find a TV, do you have any proof that we've been watching that TV?
Not necessarily. That's for these guys to sort out.
Yeah,
That's
you see what I
nothing to
mean?
do with us. All
And
we are here
It's
for.
all the
is
whole
for the
legal
warrant to be
system. You know,
executed.
you have to have absolutely concrete evidence of, you know, even if we had a TV in
That
there.
would be if they want to report you and.
Yeah, it's all
Yeah.
circumstantial.
You know,
isn't
But
it?
as you see, we're not gonna comply.
Yeah, but the
with it.
situation, if it could be quite easily dealt with, we'd have come in and have a quick
yeah,
chat.
but why should we?
Yeah.
Why should we as humans? Why should we
Well,
have
that's-
people knocking at our
again,
door?
you're talking about humans.
It's not
Yeah.
just
Just
your
being
door that we're
polite.
knocking at. It's anybody.
Anybody, yeah. So
Who
what?
they
You know, we're
feel
living
might
in.
be
I thought we
using
lived in a free
television.
country. Like, you know, why are you harassing people? That's my question to you.
Over money.
Yeah, it's just a piece of
On
paper.
a Sunday,
Don't
on
make-
God's day.
I
On
don't
God's
make
day,
rules.
come on.
You don't, but
don't
you
make
follow
rules.
orders, and that's what happened in Nazi Germany. And it gets
Following
very
orders.
dangerous when you don't use your mind and you just follow orders. Yeah.
Well, there's no.
All right,
not a lot I
that's
can
what.
really do
That's
about
my
that, is there?
personal. That's
I'm
my personal.
doing my job at the end of the day.
Well, you're not.
You're not.
because
You're not here
no.
as a criminal. You're here as a civil.
Yeah,
Yeah.
which we do as well.
Yeah,
It's all part of our
police don't
No,
do
it
civil,
isn't.
right?
You took
Police
an
shouldn't
oath.
be doing civil, yeah? They're here for criminal, and like you said, you're here to
We
keep...
do have powers in some cases under warrant.
Hold on,
And
hold on. If you forgot your oath, I'll read it to you.
I don't
Yeah?
want you to read my
Yeah?
Because they don't
Well-
mention anything to do with civil under your oath, yeah?
The situation we have now is I can say that he's now obstructing me,
Yeah.
and then you may have to go in for an arrest.
Let me just double check.
Yeah, there you go. Obstructing what? What are we obstructing?
What we obstructing? Unbelievable.
Well, it's all interesting. It shows you that we don't live in a free country.
No?
People do anything for money, don't they? Prostitute themselves out. All for a bit of money.
Statutes and acts are only given the force of law by consent of the governed.
Just going to make a good YouTube video.
It is. You're going to be YouTube stars. Yeah.
I'm on there already.
That's
Well,
good, isn't it?
yeah, that's
More
good.
and more people are doing it. More and
Yeah.
more people standing up to corruption.
It's corruption.
Weren't it the BBC that stood up for Jimmy Savile when he
paedophile.
molested all them kids? And you're working for the same corporation. How does that make you feel, mate? You got grandkids and kids working for that same system that enslaves people, makes their lives a misery. Crazy world, isn't it? Crazy country we live in. Do you have a conscience? Do you have a social conscience?
No, it won't answer.
No,
that.
of course not. But you know, it's just programming, isn't it? That.
Unbelievable.
But we don't want to be brainwashed by the BBC.
BBC.
That's it. That's
Or,
our answer
or
to
any
it.
TV station,
It's a
thanks
big,
very much.
massive brainwashing. You know, gets people thinking. I'll go and look at David Icke. Go and read a few of David Icke books. Have you read the notices on the door?
And the right of implied rights of access have been denied for
We-
the BBC
we
to
have,
come
we have
onto
removed-
this
Yeah,
property.
I've seen that, yeah.
We have
and you're
removed-
still here, so you're trespassing.
No,
Yeah.
I'm here under search warrant.
Okay.
Yeah, but was it just on his oath when he signed the search warrant?
Yes.
And
Yeah,
you were
because
there, was you?
Yeah, was
I
you
wasn't
there?
there, but he signed it.
Yeah, but
Yeah,
how do you
well,
know he was
how do
under
you know?
oath?
It could be
You'd
Mickey
have to
Mouse.
check it with him.
Well, can he send an affidavit stating that he was on his oath when he signed that warrant
Well,
under
you
his
could ask you
full?
for one, couldn't you?
Well, why wasn't I in court then?
You don't need to be in court.
Why
Yeah, I
not?
do.
Why not?
Well,
Why
where's the
don't-
justice?
I thought it was
Where's the justice then?
we all have the right to a jury, you know, trial by jury.
Do you watch TV?
I'm not obliged to answer none of your questions. Yeah, I have the right to remain silent, and I will use that right. I've not broken any law. Statutes and acts are not law. They're rules of society, and are given the force of law by consent of the governed.
We don't consent.
Yeah, and I do not consent. Yeah, if you force me to consent, you're raping. Yeah, is that right? Is that
What's
right?
the situation, Constable?
He's a sergeant.
Okay.
Right, they're all going to go off and have a little confab. No, they're just standing down there having a little confab. Yeah. This is unbelievable. No, they're trying to use fear.
Of course they are.
Coming out of all this crap. It's intimidation. We'll turn up with the police.
I'm glad I come back.
Yeah. Right, they're all having a little confab behind the van. Yeah. Oh, he's on the phone to somebody. He's on the phone to somebody. Yeah.
So Sergeant, if we don't vote, then how can the government claim that the law applies to us?
Whether you vote or not is your choice, isn't it? I mean,
I don't register.
I personally don't vote.
Fair enough.
But I still have to follow the law.
Yeah, but I thought the law was criminal. Like, you know, I don't hurt anyone. Not words, because these are very clever people. Like these politicians, and they're lawyers, most of them. So the words that they use are to control us, and you know, I see it as an enslavement because they're using these words. Me and David Cameron are both equal men. So why does he have the right to come and dictate to me? Oh, this word on a piece of paper says this applies to you. So then we've got these people turning up, and yourselves. You know, I have a lot of respect for the police because you do an amazing job.
Thank you.
You know, you protect people, and you do, you know, like have utmost respect for you. But on the other hand, you're being
corporate.
Yeah, you have a corporate side where you have to come and do stuff like this. You know.
Yeah.
And you've been absolutely amazing with us. I have to say, and. You know, we appreciate your, you know, the way you're being with us.
Because what makes you laugh, he was chatting a couple of years ago to a couple of constables, and they said we don't do civil, we're only here for criminal, and this is a civil case, basically. And I'm aware that you're here to prevent the.
We're here to prevent a breach of the peace.
Right, but you're saying that we've got to come in.
Because all he's got is words on a piece of paper.
The thing is, this is where it gets very, very grey, and the civil crosses the criminal.
Yeah, and that shouldn't happen in a free country. It should be criminal. You're the criminal. You catch criminals, and you keep us safe, right?
Yeah.
And I absolutely respect that. You know, you seem like a very admirable man, and you know, appreciate you being so, you know, cool and calm with us, because I appreciate you don't get this every day. You know.
Yeah.
But you know, the way I see it is we're both equal, and no one has the right to come in and force me to do something I don't want to do. We don't consent. We don't agree with the BBC. If you've been reading the newspapers and stuff, the old Jimmy Savile thing, the cover up, we feel that they're a corrupt corporation. We don't have anything to do with them. We have no contract with them. And this is our stance on it. And we don't feel we have to answer these questions.
You don't have to answer.
That's it. And
the thing is, at the end of the day, if they feel that you've done something wrong, then they should be taking you to court, and then you answer to the court.
Yeah, but then they need a name for that. And I've never given my name to them.
You we see that as consent.
I don't know if they
give
would
you your name,
have ways to find names.
Okay, well, that's fine.
But you need me to say that.
Like you
need me.
Yeah, but you can, I'm sure they would probably be able to apply to the council or something.
That's fine, but you don't know who they're going to take to court.
You need me to contract
at the end of the day,
by giving you that information.
Wait a minute, let me explain. Like, the birth certificate is the name on a piece of paper, and when you're registered, this is just general.
Oh, you can call yourself whatever you want.
Yeah, but that's just a name on a piece of paper. And you even look on your birth certificate, it says not to be used as...
I've changed my name from my birth certificate.
Well, it says not to be used as identification.
Yeah.
Okay, but how do we obtain any identification? You have to send in your birth certificate, don't you?
Yeah.
So how is that you? It's just a name on a piece of paper. Absolutely. So and also it also says on your birth certificate Crown copyright. So that name is owned by the Crown. So how can I be liable for that name when the Crown own that name? So do you get what I mean when you register and stuff? It's something to think about, you know, because we're getting into very dodgy times now. And, you know, I have a social conscience, you know.
Have you been to court with any of these arguments yet? Because I'd like to see how that
I know people that have
Pans
been
out.
successful in court
Yeah, but-
with these arguments.
Yeah,
Absolutely,
yeah, but in the magistrate, because they take an oath.
Because we're all under oath.
I'm just curious. I'm not being sarcastic.
No,
I'm curious.
Are the magistrates and judges sitting on their oath?
Because they're liable as well. You know,
They're
they
not.
can't just come along. Anyway, what's the situation?
Situation, who am I going to be talking to?
Me.
You're the occupant, yeah?
I am me.
Okay.
I am me.
You're me.
That's it. Absolutely.
Right. Are you an occupant of this property?
Am I in this property?
Are you an occupant of the property? Do you live here, sir?
I live everywhere, else I'd be dead, wouldn't I?
Okay, fair.
Everywhere I am,
Do
I'm
you live
alive.
here, sir?
I'm not obliged to answer no
He lives
questions.
everywhere. as
I've
well.
got the right to remain silent, and I'm using that right.
We're just having a little fun with you because
Okay, yeah, I appreciate that.
these are
Well,
all
anyway,
word
I have a
games.
warrant to enter your property, yeah?
So you say it's just
You're
words on a piece of
obstructing
paper.
the warrant, so
By how am I obstructing the
by
warrant?
not letting me come in to inspect.
But it says that we don't have to let the
Let
people
you in by
So I'm
this,
just gonna-
by the BBC.
Just gonna
Okay,
only
go on.
Yeah,
admission.
but I've got another piece of BBC paperwork basically which says it's a warrant to let you in, sir.
Who are you caution? Who are you going to
I'm going
caution?
to announce a caution to the pair of you. You don't have to say anything, but it may harm your
You-
defence. You do not
hold
mention
on.
when questioned something which you later rely in court. Anything you
The only one who can
Do we
read
have to
that is a constable of the law.
Yeah.
Is it a constable of the law? Is the only one who can read you your rights.
No,
You've got no
police
right.
criminal evidence.
No, that's an
read
act.
it, I can
That
read it,
is an
sir.
act.
I can
That's
read
an
it.
act. You
Anyway, you don't say anything,
Yeah.
but it
Bum, 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 bum.
We love you guys. Cheers, constables, and we'll catch you
Cheers.
soon. Take a look into it.
Have a look.
God bless. Bye bye.
Well, they got him.
Right.
What's their car?
Oh, don't worry. I mean, I'm not that fast. What's going to happen?
No.
Right, if that fella is in that police car when they got
No, they're not. No, the old Bill's guy. The old Bill's guy in that car.